Commission-only income, the double-edged sword of the real estate world. On one side, it's kind of the stuff of your dreams, right? There's unlimited earning potential. There's really no glass ceiling. And you got this freedom to set your own financial destiny. But on the other side, it is like a white knuckle roller coaster ride where like those feast or famine months kind of leave you feeling like, okay, maybe it's time now to start selling my feet pics on OnlyFans. Please do not do that, okay? But truly, if the thought of relying solely on commissions makes you want to break out into like a cold sweat, don't worry, you are not alone. But the key to thriving on commission-only income is understanding how it works and, more importantly, planning. What better way to plan than a planner? Hey y'all, I'm Amanda, the marketing mama for all things real estate, and my 2025 Smart Agent Daily Planner just hit the shelves. So to celebrate over the next 10 days, I am sharing for free my top 10 tools to take you from real estate dreamer to real estate doer. So the first free tool is my Agent Budget Builder. This is going to aid you in setting those financial goals and going to keep you focused and going to keep you motivated. And more importantly, it's going to keep you out of the ramen noodle aisle at the grocery store. Okay, for real. So go ahead and get your free Agent Budget Builder by clicking the link below. So let's dig into the Agent Budget Builder, okay, y'all? Because it's literally everything, okay? I can't stress it enough how important this tool is. I've closed thousands of transactions over these past 20 years. And when I think back, it's actually kind of alarming how many times I've encountered an agent in a transaction who is like literally losing their mother-loving mind because for whatever reason, they decided to jump into this business without any sort of safety net for their own personal financial security. And they usually also have someone in their life, even if it's themselves, flapping in their ear, telling them to get a real job. And then because their finances are tight, maybe even non-existent, they basically, all that pressure, they buckle under it, rather than actually taking that time to budget their time and budget their energy and budget actual dollars for their business accordingly. The whole thing eluded me for years, why it was so common, until I started building my own team and my own brokerage and then began training and mentoring hundreds more agents through the years. Once I started implementing this tool first, it had this like instant impact of curing the crazy. Because y'all, we are entrepreneurs. We are self-employed. We are self-made. We are the business. And so like if we were opening up, a pizza shop, we'd do our due diligence to make sure that we have enough capital to get our business, to get our pizza shop up and running, right? So think of your real estate business like it's a pizza shop. It's not only the perfect food, it's the perfect metaphor for how to run your business like a business. You are your business, not your broker, not your team leader, not your coach, not even your fun-sized mentor, okay? You are the one who is ultimately responsible for your success in real estate. So if you don't start making intentional decisions about your real estate career, it's basically going to fade away into a real estate dream that died. And y'all, we are real estate agents. We are like literally known for making dreams come true. So hello, we can't allow our own dreams to die because we are LIVIN, baby, right? And so my top 10 tools for real estate doers will help any agent at any level outline the direction of your business and actually keep you moving in that direction. We are dreaming to doing constantly and consistently over these past 2 decades, okay? And so part of going from dreaming to doing is actually living in reality. You got to wake up and you got to understand the math, right? You got to know your monthly expenses and know exactly how much you actually need to bring in to break even. And then how much more that you want to bring in to live the life of your dreams, right? Cue the builder. So to set realistic financial goals, you're going to need to start with your expenses. Not just the big ones, right? Okay, literally all of them. Your mortgage, your car payment, your Netflix subscription, your twice a week, all you can eat Olive Garden, salad and breadsticks habit, literally everything. And I know it might sound redundant and a little silly, but I'm telling you, I have seen the shock of commission-only sales take down even the hardest of hardcore dudes when they forget to account for an expense. I myself have been living as a commission-only salesperson for over 2 decades, and I still am, actually. I really love it, honestly. There's no glass ceilings here. Some crippling anxiety at times, sure, no problem. But for real, you got to break it down like a pro so that you have no surprises, because this is also going to open up opportunities to save you money when or if needed. Friend to friend, I really do credit this for actually breaking my Taco Bell habit, because it's actually shameful how much money I was spending on Crunchwrap Supremes. I've seen a lot of budgets that are super vague and they have like utilities, car, whatever. But you really, really do need to get down to the nitty gritty, because you're also responsible for things with your family, right? And that's a huge part of your success in your business. So for instance, you've got the phone, that's your business, it's going to go on your business side, but the phone expense for your family, whatever your obligation is financially, you got to put it on that personal side. My 8-year-old just got a phone. My 11-year-old has a phone. Whew, can y'all imagine having to turn off their phones because I didn't properly budget for it? I mean, seriously. Whew, I do. I owe Roblox like so much, maybe a gift. But again, as you go down this list, note that you're going to have some of the same types of expenses in both personal and business. And that is meant for you to include the personal expenses in here so that you can plan for the rest of your business, right? So like transportation and car expense, that is the biggest expense for us agents, right? But if you share your life with other humans who are expecting you to make actual money selling real estate, like be a real estate doer, not just a dreamer, then a portion of the vehicle and transportation expenses for your family that you're personally responsible for need to go onto this list, okay? So everything from payments to insurance to gas and maintenance. One huge line item that I've seen take down an agent is groceries, okay? You can't forget groceries, y'all, okay? Your brain needs sustenance to function, right? So what is your monthly budget for those? I also have a 17-year-old son, so my monthly food budget is like $1 million. Actually, it's $600, okay? It's on my list. But seriously, please line item everything that's important to you, from like your Botox to barbecues with your buddies or date nights or charitable donations. Are you tithing at church? Great. Good for you. Please keep it up. And yeah, go ahead and put that on here, okay? Those are types of things are important to you, and you really need to break it down like a pro, because I really don't want to see you start sacrificing the things that you do value while you're waiting for your real estate income to come in, because that's just a trap that I've seen so many agents fall into, and then they fall out of the business. But here's a real fact that nobody really talks about in real estate. The vast majority of our wins are not monetary, okay? Statistically, right? Like 75% of us sell 5 or less homes a year. 5 or less wins a year? No, that's not true, right? So those other kinds of wins that are not monetary need to be celebrated and appreciated, and more importantly, ongoing, which they won't be if we don't prepare with intention. So the more specific you are with your budget builder, the better. Your monthly expenses are going to vary depending on where you're at in your life, and what your short and long-term goals are in your business. But you need to know that business dollar amount separately, and then also the total for your business and your personal together before you even start working with buyers and sellers, because y'all, your personal life and your personal finances aren't their problem. But I promise you, they will not be yours either if you implement my proven tools. The last step on my budget builder is to tally up the totals from the 2 columns and add them together, okay? Then you're going to multiply that big amount of the 2 columns first by 3 to get the total dollar amount needed for 3 months of reserves, and then also by 6 to get the total dollar amount needed for 6 months reserves. Now, this may come as a shock, but 3 months reserves is the bare minimum that you should have available for yourself to ensure that your pizza shop, aka your real estate business, is set up to serve others well, and more importantly, to serve yourself well. Ideally, 6 months reserves is better. So does that mean that you may need to continue working at another job? Maybe. Does it mean that you might need to dig into your savings? Possibly. Does it mean that your spouse or partner will have to cover you for a while? Maybe. But does it mean that you might need to work under a more experienced agent or within a team for a lower split? Yeah, probably. Okay. My very first year, my split was 30%, but I closed over 50 transactions, and I was like a little baby real estate sponge, okay? I had nothing to lose. And I'm happy to say now, 2 decades later, I'm still as passionate about real estate as I ever was. And I truly love helping agents sell more real estate and have way more fun doing it. Believe it or not, many agents, they have zero idea what their budget is, okay? It's really detrimental to their success, but more importantly, it's really detrimental to the success of our shared transactions. And so this tool right here, it's going to ensure you that you will not be that agent, okay? It's going to help you know how much you need to make before setting up anything so that you're really not preoccupied with worry over your own finances when you're supposed to be a professional advisor for your clients on what may be the largest purchase or the biggest asset that they may ever have, right? You got to do the math so that you can take calculated risks in your business and make decisions on data and not emotion, and be of best service to your clients, your family, and most importantly, yourself. So come back tomorrow for a free tool number 2, proven to take you from real estate dreamer to real estate doer.